こんにちは。私の名前はダロックリクです。
Hello, my name is Tane Dixon.
Kiki Dixon.
My name is Anna Takeda.
So my name is Kasumi Murakami.
My hometown is very white. It's a touristy town, but it's also kind of like a hub for like nearby farmers. In my graduating year of high school, I was like one of two people of Asian descent. There's a lot of instances in my childhood where I specifically remember feeling weird about my ethnicity.
That's another thing about Golden Bay. Is a surprisingly high amount of Japanese people.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's like Japanese gathering. Went there like a year ago. Probably like solid 15 to 20 people.
Wow. I remember in my early years of primary school, I was self-conscious about my name because I didn't have a name that was the same as everyone else's. Whenever I'd introduce myself, I'd be like, hi, my name is Riku. I actually went by Rick for the first couple of years of secondary school, but it didn't stick because I don't give off Rick vibes.
It's because New Zealand's quite a multicultural
Yeah,
country.
that's
and
true.
To start off with, and there's like a lot less people and less kind of like history, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
And I feel like in Japan, since they have that history and they've been, pretty sticking to themselves.
When I went back to Japan, I was like, I forgot how much I miss Japan. Because like, I'm happy while I'm in New Zealand, but also like, I didn't really think about like my home. Like I do, but like, I have my life here now, and then I have my uni going on and everything. So like, I feel like I didn't really spend my family or friend time while I was there.
Right.
Yeah. But I feel like New Zealand changed me a lot in a way, like how to connect with people and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely. When I was living in Japan, I lived on like in the city side. So coming to Wellington, which is like a pretty small city. Yeah. So it was like, big change. But like, I like that it's really slow life here.
The slow life.
Yeah.
Compared to in Japan,
Japan,
right?
it's really busy.
In Japan, or whenever I'm visiting my grandparents, I would get stared at a lot just in public. My grandparents live in like a town a little bit outside of the city, so there aren't very many white people there. I remember specifically going into like a bakery and there being a lot of young kids and elderly people, and then while I was getting my food, everyone was staring at me.
Like, if you go to Japan, you can kind of see, you don't really see anyone else than Japanese people.
Yeah.
And that's all they kind of see all the time. So if there's anyone that looks kind of different, it's real noticeable. Where in New Zealand, it's not so, not shocking, I guess, but.
I feel like in Wellington, there's like, a lot of creative people, a lot of like, expressive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's not like that in Japan. So if you see someone that's really like creative or expressive with their like for example fashion, I feel like in Japan you'll get stared at.
Oh my god, it's crazy. When I went to Disneyland, I was wearing like a tops with like, my back was fully open pretty much. It was like, and then it was like before the spring, but I felt way too hot because it's like humid over there.
Yeah.
So I was wearing that at Disneyland. And then like one of the cast who was wearing like Toy Story like girl like costume, she came up to me and then she went, "Oh girl, like your belly's exposed. Could you wear something on top?" And I'm like, Are
Really?
you serious? In Disneyland?
I find the general work ethic, Japan has a much higher standard, I feel.
True.
And you can kind of feel that, if you're just going shopping or, go out to get food, being a customer, you can feel it. Being a worker, you can also feel it. It's like, it's a lot more relaxed and chill
Yeah.
in a way over here.
Yeah.
But when you want it to be really proper, it's kind of hard to make it proper.
Hospitals, it's like there'll be like a long wait line. I feel like compared to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
I think in Japan
there's
Japan
so-
just has like a really efficient medical system.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of like medical services available fast.
really, really, like, strict.
Right.
I had my school Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. till 7 p.m.
Oh yeah, my high school's the same.
Yeah, and then I get up at 5:40, get ready, and then take a bike to the station and take a train, and then we do have a like period 0, so like 0時間目 instead of 1時間目. So like it's not compulsory, but like it's pretty much compulsory. You
Like
have to
everyone does
attend.
it.
Yeah, because they do the test every morning. So they would check you like if they actually understand, if we actually understand the study yesterday, or if we actually like study the one we studied yesterday.
Yeah.
So like we did a test every morning. We had period 1 to 4 straight, and then we had a lunchtime, 30 minutes lunch break, and then we have 5 to 7 period, and then it'll be like 7 p.m. by the time we finish the schooling.
Yeah.
And that's Monday to Saturday every single day.
Uh-huh.
And then since we have a test every morning, we have to study every day. That will affect our final grade. So we have to study every single day, which means even if it's even if it's Sunday, it doesn't matter because you have to study for the Monday. So we don't have a like full day off. And then I had 3 days off for my summer holiday. 3 days.
3 days for your whole summer.
Yeah.
That's
Only
fucked up.
3 days, I know. And then we had a summer holiday timetable. So it didn't really matter. So we called it summer holiday.
Yeah.
But we also still had a like curriculum that we needed to do.
That's wow.
I know, it's insane, right? So when I came to New Zealand,
It's
I'm
so
like,
chill.
what?
Yeah.
I know, like, you guys start school at 8:30 and then finish at 3:30, and you guys even have like interval and lunch break,
Yeah.
which is insane to me.
Yeah.
And then even like form class was like really chill. Like people like giving like chocolates and stuff, like
Oh,
be on the
yeah,
phone all the time.
absolutely.
My high school was not allowed to bring any phone. Like if
No fun.
if
Okay.
if I bring my phone at school and a teacher find out, they will take it away, and parents need to come grab it.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
It was insane.
So
So I'm searching for jobs in New Zealand or Australia. But yeah, at the moment, definitely not Japan because
yeah, no,
I
absolutely.
don't have a good I don't get a good image of the working environment in Japan because I heard it's really toxic.
Yeah.
Pay is lower. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would eventually like to end up in New Zealand.
In New Zealand?
Yeah. But at the same time, I also feel as though I can call both countries like home,
Right.
which is kind of cool. And I can, I don't feel like I'm going away whenever I go to either one. Which is, feels quite good.
そう16年間日本に住んでたのに4年間しかニュージーランドにおらへんかったのに、その4年間日本語使わんかっただけでもうほぼ全く使ってなくて、使わんかっただけでマジで日本語がダメになったのね。そうだからしかも私はいつもニュージーランドから日本に帰ったらニュージーランド人やんって謎に言われるの。4年前に日本に帰ってたのに、日本に住んでたのに4年前は。なのにニュージーランドほらな、こうやってな、こんなんすんねん。そうだから、so like whenever I go back to Japan, everybody just call me like, oh, you're Kiwi, like you're from New Zealand, and I'm like, I was literally here like 4 years ago, like living in Japan. I sometimes get confused with my like identity. I'm like, am I from Japan? Like, am I from New Zealand? I don't know. Like, because I have like so many places that I call like home. Like here, of course, like New Zealand and Japan as well.
I've always struggled with finding belonging anywhere. I didn't feel like a New Zealander growing up. And then whenever I'm in Japan, I'm not recognized as a Japanese person. I think it is important to like think about your identity as a person. Like whether it be like your ethnic or gender or sexual identity. And I also think that a lot of people don't recognize how people's identity affects themselves.